Did anybody know exactly? I don't know exactly what GamerGate is. Someone told me a little bit about it, but I know Gawker is getting like advertisers like, who was it? BMW, Adobe, and another one have pulled
Mercedes.
And I tweeted something about it, about how like I normally don't like people bullying companies with advertisers, but I was happy it was happening to them because they're vultures. And people are like, you're a hypocrite. No, I'm not. Here's why. I'm not offended by them saying something and wanting them fired. I'm just glad the tactic they use is working against them. They always try to get people in trouble, and I like the fact that they're getting in trouble. People are like, well, how is that different from Anthony? Anthony didn't try to get people fired. Anthony didn't take what other people said and try to get them fired and then wind up getting fired himself. It's a totally different thing. These scumbag vultures always try to get outrage started just to get people in trouble because that's what they do, and now it's happening to them. They always try to do that, so I'm happy to see it happening to them. I'm not encouraging people to boycott them.
I don't know what GamerGate is.
I just think it's great that they're suffering because they have done nothing but try to create news and clickbait shit to get other people in trouble, to get hits to their fucking dog shit site.
So what is GamerGate?
It's a movement. I'm not 100% sure on it, but it's like a movement that a sect of people on the internet are doing against a bullying, and it's within gamer journalism and online journalists that cover gaming and things like that. If they feel bullied, if they don't like the way the things are covered, I don't know for sure.
Like if you're making fun of them, because someone is saying it's very anti-woman and misogynistic, this whole campaign. So I don't even know who's right. I don't know if the GamerGate people are right or if Gawker's right. I just don't like Gawker, and I think it's funny that they have to deal with this.
How many people are even on this site? How many people go to this?
Gawker?
Is this million?
Gawker's huge.
Yeah, that's a big site. It's a very big site.
Yeah, it's huge. Let me go
I hate all that crap.
Hold on. Let me go to Ryan on Long Island. I want to talk about GamerGate. First of all, what is it, Ryan?
Okay, so GamerGate, it's basically, well, how it started was the ex-boyfriend of this female developer. She had made this bullshit text-based game called Depression Quest. He made this giant post online, I forgot where exactly, just detailing how she had cheated on him with, like, 5 different guys, all of whom worked in the video game industry in some capacity.
Was it true or was it bullshit?
It's come out since that it's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, you're saying it, because I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, I don't even know.
We got to kind of protect ourselves. But all right, fair enough. Go ahead.
Yeah. So some of them were journalists on Kotaku, which is a sub-site of Gawker. It's their video game site. I think some were developers themselves. I'm not too sure. And they all like Kotaku, they issued a denial, but they basically said that that the relationship started after the journalist in question wrote an article, advertising it, basically. So, it, came off as a little suspect. So basically now, and then, there were all these counterattacks from Gawker, end gamers, end the term gamers, and so now they're trying to push back.
Wait, why was Gawker saying end the term gamers?
I don't know. It was really weird. It wasn't just Gawker either. It was this whole network of journalists. It turned out that they had this Google chat or group chat, some kind of
some group email that they were all getting. Yeah.
Yeah, they were coordinating the articles they would make, and that was the big one, end gamers.
Why were they coordinating? Who were they trying to knock off? Who were they trying to hurt?
They're trying to kill off basically the old guard of video gamers. They're trying to make it hip and modern and liberal, and they see the old fan base as pretty much anti that.
Who owns this site?
Fuck.
All right, am I the only one that still doesn't know what this is about?
Yeah, it got a little diluted.
Fucking confused.
What did Gawker do that is getting the advertiser? They're being accused of bullying gamers?
Well, Gawker, one of their journalists, or 2 of their journalists, were involved in the initial scandal with this woman, Zoe Quinn. Sorry, I forgot to mention her name.
Okay.
And then they were part of the the pushback against the people going after her. And then Intel pulled out initially because of all the bad press. And then they posted, you guys could find this pretty easily, they posted this really, really bad article basically calling Intel cowards, which is completely hypocritical because, if anybody had done something like that to somebody they were against, they would applaud them and say, oh, this company was so progressive.
Hold on. For real. Joel in Allentown, I'm going to put him on with you. He's saying you're wrong.
All right, Joel.
All right, hold on. Let Joel talk, and
Good
certainly
morning,
you can talk to Ryan. Go
Hi,
ahead, Joel. You start.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, most of his details are right, except the fact that what he said about her sleeping with all these other guys is wrong. She didn't sleep with all these other guys. What was going on, the rumor was this. This guy was her boyfriend. She was working as a game developer making a game, and what was going on is that people started coming out saying that she was coming on to developers or publishers to publish her fucking game, and she was having sex with these people. The truth is that that's not true. That was just a fucking rumor. And what's really going on with GamerGate is that women in the gaming industry are being bullied, are being sexually harassed, and they're making, they're being pressured into silence, or they're going to lose their jobs, or you're looked at as a piece of shit if you speak up about being sexually harassed in the gaming industry.
So now, are they being really sexually harassed, or is it a case of the political correctness is going crazy, or are they genuinely being harassed?
They are genuinely being harassed.
Okay.
It's a big thing going on in the gaming industry. Women are being just bullied around by men. And
how are they being bullied around? So I'm sorry to interrupt you. How?
No, they're just being sexually harassed. They're guys are walking by, grabbing these girls' asses, sending them pictures, offering sex to these women. People who are in positions of power are trying to get these women to have sex with them or force them out of the industry. And these women are being basically forced, or the culture around it is being forced to shut up.
So now, who reported on it? I'm sorry, who reported on it, and how did Gawker get involved, and how are they the bad guys?
It's a big thing going on right now. IGN is a big gaming industry publisher, and they publish news about it. They just published an article about it saying how, I don't know how Gawker got in trouble with it or what they're doing, but what I'm saying to you is that it's coming out now more and more that this is a culture that's going on within the gaming industry, from publishers all the way to developers.
Can I step in?
Yeah.
Okay, so when he's talking about harassment and sex and bullying, he's talking about the standard Twitter level of meanness and being an asshole. This isn't some kind of quid pro quo, person to person sexual harassment. This is just a regular internet stuff.
Well, he's saying that people are being pressured to have sex and having their asses grabbed. That's physical in person stuff.
That I haven't heard. Thinking about the gaming industry and what the kinds of the people in them are like, that to me seems a little unbelievable. And when it comes to Zoe Quinn actually sleeping with one of the Kotaku journalists, they did issue a denial, and the denial said, they did start a relationship the day after the journalist in question posted an article advertising her game, saying that it's great and whatever.
Right. Okay, look, hold on. I don't want to get diluted. Like, I don't know Zoe Quinn. I don't know who these other journalists are. I just mean the bigger issue. So okay, let's just say there's some sexual harassment or allegations of sexual harassment in the gaming industry. Who is reporting on it and being seen as a bad guy for reporting on it? Is that what's going on?
No. It's a stalker posting inflammatory articles, like end gamers, trying to cast this whole thing as like a misogynistic attack on women.
Okay.
It really isn't. That's kind of like the crux of the issue. It wasn't even the initial thing. It was everything after it.
So Gawker is saying, sorry, buddy. Gawker is saying, putting up articles saying that, this gaming industry is misogynistic and all this bad stuff's happening to women. And the gaming industry people are responding by saying that Gawker is kind of bullying them in some way or harassing them. Is that how are they responding? What's that?
I'm sorry.
Why are advertisers pulling out of Gawker?
Because of all that.
Gawker is actually backing it up. Remember that campaign for Ban Bossy?
Yeah.
That was bullshit.
Right.
But what happened was people are calling this GamerGate and doing the hashtag GamerGate, and Gawker's coming out saying, "Hey, end GamerGate." Like, they're trying to, and what their stance that Gawker's taking is supporting what's going on. That's why all the advertisers and sponsors are saying, well, fuck that, we're pulling out of here.
Well, where's the physical abuse coming from, the grabbing of asses, if it's all a viral argument?
That's going within the industry itself. I mean, individual games developers Gamer Magazine, stuff like that.
So
It's
different
happening-
companies, not just the Gawker Empire offices, right?
Correct. It's women. There's women that are posting blogs all over Reddit and Twitter, and saying how this is a big thing in their culture, and that they shouldn't have to be quiet or have to deal with it. So they started GamerGate. The hashtag GamerGate is a community or a movement towards these women being able to be empowered and speak against this type of behavior. And Gawker's coming out saying, and GamerGate, which is basically saying, shut the fuck up and let me grab your ass.
I don't think Gawker would take that position, are they?
They're not taking that position.
I don't think that's even. I hate Gawker, but I don't think they're taking that position.
I'm still very confused, but I can guarantee they're not taking that position.
I am only happy to see it happening to them.
I'm so confused. But
You shut the fuck up and let me grab your ass.
I don't see the headline on Gawker. Yeah. Shut the fuck up and let them grab their ass.
I'm actually happier if Gawker's not wrong. I actually hope Gawker's innocent in getting this, because they've done this to enough people.
Gawker's right in there defending themselves.
Yeah,
how it got rolled by the dishonest fascists of GamerGate.
But it's funny how they don't mind doing that to people.
There's an article on Gawker right now where they're defending themselves. I'm still so fucking confused.
They have been doing this kind of shit to people for so long.
Right.
It's great that it comes back to bite you. And someone's saying it's like they have done nothing with this type of clickbait, fucking dog shit headline. Ooh, like they just did it with who was it? Alec Baldwin's son or something had like a costume of Ray Rice. Oh, it's racist and misogynist. Like every year, the worst stories are made into Halloween costumes. But they have to take it to that just to stir up outrage. It's not real journalism.
Yeah, why don't they take the real angle that's just what people do? They get the most outrageous Halloween costume every year, and that's all it is. They're not overthinking it whatsoever.
I guess because those people need to get dressed up in Halloween costumes. All they do is talk about shit.
All right, I'm going to let you two go. I want to give a couple. What?
Can I say one more thing? Jimmy, when are you coming back to the Sands in Bethlehem, man? I missed you. I love seeing you there.
Where?
The Sands in Bethlehem.
I'm doing Harrisburg in December. That's as close as I'm coming. Tickets are not on sale yet. I'm working out material for the special in January.
Great.
Okay. Love you guys.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for helping us out.
Hold on 1 second. I just want to tell you. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we get Lady down?
Okay. You guys should definitely try to find it. It'll be really easy. Find the article Gawker posted after Intel pulled out, because it's really, really bad, completely unprofessional, and it's what people are using now to get rid of all the other sponsors.
All right,
I'm sending that article to them.
I will probably forget about GamerGate by 10:30 this morning.
No, it's
when me and Bob are cuddling or seeing a movie together.
I'll eat breakfast just to talk about GamerGate.
You can't avoid it, dude. It's fucking hashtagged everywhere. I can't believe how many.
But it's so confusing.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
All right, Ryan, thank you. To the other guy who's gone, let's say hi to Jared in Virginia. Jared.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi, Jared.
Hey, Jared.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah. We're in Virginia.
Southwestern Virginia, Wise County.
Oh, I was in Norfolk as a kid.
Oh, yeah, I'm down in meth country.
In meth country. That's a lot of places are claiming that now. That's a lot of rubber teeth people.
It's pretty hot right now, that meth. So what do you got, Jared?
Anyway, I don't know how much the last caller covered. I just saw on Twitter where you guys were looking for something, and I hadn't tuned in today. But basically, the best I can summarize what's happening is GamerGate is everything that's happening now stems from an issue where not prominent, but an indie video game developer was found to have all kinds of extremely unprofessional relationships with people in the industry who just happened to have helped her promote her game that was otherwise poorly received. A lot of people did some digging and found that there was this massive list of websites that had been colluding together on what games to review positively, what to review negatively, what to ignore completely. And after this was released, most of the sites came out with these articles about how gamers are dead and the identity is dead as a way, I guess, to sort of cover their tracks. But since then, these people, these supporters of GamerGate, have been rallying against these accusations of harassment and death threats and stuff, and trying to, they're trying to get word out to the sponsors, and they're trying to fight for better journalistic ethics in the gaming journalism industry.
Okay, so is Gawker being attacked basically for their shit journalism ethics?
Well, there was a guy named Sam Biddle who had personally harassed some GamerGate supporters.
Well, hold on. Who is Sam Biddle?
He's a writer for Gawker, and he's the guy that you might have seen the images where he was talking about how they should bring back bullying and how we got a pay raise for.
I smell T-shirts.
Right.
So now I'm not sure. I think he's on unpaid or paid leave, and
oh boy, they left their own guy hanging, huh? Good.
Well, since then, these supporters. I mean, I would consider myself pro GamerGate if that's a thing, but the supporters have done pretty well in getting advertisers to kind of, back the fuck up as far as supporting Gawker goes, and they're doing like daily boycotts where everyone will send emails to one sponsor every day and try to get them to understand it. It's really, really a huge concerted effort. And then the Not Your Shield thing. I don't know how much you guys know about that one.
Not at all.
Well, there were a lot of accusations from these far-left authoritarians that GamerGate was a bunch of misogynist white males in their mom's basements. And so, because, I mean, that's just a stupid generalization. A lot of minorities, black, white, different sexual orientations and genders, came out under this hashtag with these, statements that they weren't going to be used as a shield by these social justice warriors to try and blame the entirety of gaming on the actions of these non-existent, well, not non-existent, but, a non-existent army of straight white males.
Yeah.
And the response from the anti-GamerGate side was, well, you're just sock puppets being used by these misogynists. And so then they made videos to prove they weren't faking, and that got ignored. But it really showed everybody that,
Wow.
Is Gawker right or wrong? Do you think they're right or wrong?
I think Gawker is wrong. The amount of crucifixion that they've done for profit towards not just people in the gaming industry, but...
No, I only mean in this one thing.
Oh, no, I definitely think they're in the wrong in this.
Okay.
All right. Hey, someone is saying the big thing you're missing is that after the article came out, her physical home address was published.
Oh, man.
Who put that up?
What's happening with that is there are people on both sides who are attempting to fan the flames by claiming that they're with, whichever side, when in reality they're neutral third parties that are just trying to stir shit up.
Jesus.
That's not good. What is the address? Do you have it there? Anybody have her cell number? I just want to talk to her.
Is that it, Jared?
That's basically everything. There's a subreddit you can go to for more information. Kotaku in Action. And Kotaku is a gaming website under Gawker's big media brand that was involved in all this. And they're that's the center of the pro GamerGate thing. It's the most logical place to get any kind of discussion out, since you just get banned everywhere else for trying to reason.
Right. Okay. I just was curious about it because so many people are asking why we haven't talked about it.
Right.
I just didn't know anything about it, and I still don't. I still am a little confused, but I just don't like Gawker. So whether they're right or wrong, I just think it's funny that they're taking it in the ass for the same type of thing they do to everyone else.
Right. All right. Thank you, Jared.
It's almost like seeing a violent felon get beaten up. You don't know whether he's right or wrong in that particular instance, but since he's been violent, you're happy to see him being beaten up, regardless of that moment's circumstances. I think I did a nice job of summarizing.
We're going to take a break. We're going to finish up with Bob Saget because we're going to change gears a little bit. I'm still confused by gaming.
I am too.
I'm going to try to research a little bit.
We tried, folks. Sorry.
Their product is misogynistic. I mean, most games, don't they have a lot of
guys? Yeah. A lot of women are playing games these days.
But the subject matter of the game doesn't have a lot of...
I don't know. I've been out of gaming for a long time. I play stupid Candy Crush. I'm one of those guys. It's just dumb games for your little
I'm on Tetris
smartphone.
on my
I'll do
Pilot.
a little Tetris, shit like that.
Ms. Pac-Man.
So I've been out of that world for a while now. All right, we're going to finish up with Bob Saget. Stay there.